All right, cool. I think we should be live. I think we should be up and running. Let me make sure audio is all set before we get started. Let's make sure it's started. All right, audio's all good. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another Kagurabachi live stream, live reaction. Kagurabachi, chapter 60, titled Resurrection. We are here. So, before we get into it, make sure you like, leave a comment. After the fact, if you're watching this, subscribe, notification bell, get notified for more content that I put out. So, without any further ado, after that cliffhanger of Chihiro dying, let's just get into it, y'all. All right. Kagurabachi chapter 60, titled Resurrection. Make this full screen. And that's all Hakari Sazanami heard of Uraha and Samura's conversation. Kaminami headquarters, November 10th, 3:14 a.m. Killing the contracted sword bearers. And Samura, of all people, he's the last person we need going rogue on us. Uraha, Tobimune, and Kumiyuri. Those two enchanted blades are now usable by the enemy. However, our plans continue to... How's Hakari Sazanami's condition? Physically, he's doing well enough to hold a conversation. The neural pathways that govern sorcery are damaged. And currently... Hold on. The neural pathways that govern sorcery are damaged. Damn! He's currently undergoing intensive treatment. But there's no guarantee he'll completely recover. There's not much hope. He's done a lot for us. We have to recognize that our grasp of the situation was naive. You don't say. And you got a traitor. So, only the Shinichi is left. How's the progress on the seal? Steady. About 3/5 complete. Now that we can't depend on Hakari Sazanami to transport the swords. Yo, why you had to nerf my boy Hakari? Should we consider using the Shinichi? Wait, let's not be hasty. Look at the sky. That's Owl. Given the reports from all of our branches, they're all over Japan. Bro is watching. With the reach that vast, it can probably only detect truly massive levels of spirit energy. In other words, it's an enchanted blade detector. CJ, what's good, yo? What's good, CJ? Hold on, give me a second. Let me fix something real quick. Let's see. Activity feed. Let's see. So basically, your boy Samura is basically detecting to see where the blades are. He's just looking all over the city. His eyes are always watching. Samura said he wouldn't let the Hishaku have their way with the enchanted blades. And I think we can believe him. Have you managed to effectively hide the other two contracted sword bearers? Yeah, we hid the restaurant along with Subaru. Good thinking. That old coot would never stay put unless you let him make sushi. Who is this dude? With the two sword bearers newly isolated, the information warfare will be gridlocked for the next few days. In the interim, we'll let Samura and the Hishaku wear each other down. There's no need for us to come barging in with the Shinichi and get in the way. The risk is high. Better to save it as a last resort. How are they going to use a Shinichi, huh? Who's going to use it? Our best move is to shore up our defenses and ambush them. All right, Chihiro's awake. Bro is rattled, though. He looked mad. He looked broken inside. Shiba, how you feeling, Chihiro? I know there's no making sense of it. How are your injuries? Ura is dead. It's been 18 years. It's like meeting him again after all this time. He was murdered. Mr. Samura is an enemy. He stabbed me. I nearly died. No, you did die. Your heart stopped. You were confirmed dead. So if he died, he just back? But several minutes after your death, the gas to your lungs and liver healed. and the wound closed. You lost some blood, but other than that, your body's almost totally restored. It's either an insane miracle or my eternal contract's been broken too. Damn. Damn, because bro technically died? Then I really did. Where's Enton? Oh, shit. I think Sumera deliberately planned your revival. Deliberately? How? Perhaps it's within Tobimune's power, although I can't say for sure. What is Sumera up to? But even if he could do that, why would he kill me temporarily? One reason could be to warn me, to send the message that you can't protect him. Other reason might be to sever your eternal contract with Enton, to stop your quest for vengeance. Damn. Is Sumera still fake looking out for him? Well, I guess you got the warning loud and clear, Mr. Shiba. I guess so. I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner. This is the second time you failed. I failed to protect you for the second time. But we have no evidence Mr. Sumera meant to. Sumera has no reason to kill you. Huh? Then why did he have to kill Mr. Uraha? Our sins. So you haven't told Chido. He's better off not knowing. What's the terrible thing my father and those guys, Chido? Some clatter. Somebody walking in. Yo, Chido Sukuhira. Nice to meet you. Mrs. Sumera talked about you. A child? He's not a child. I'm the head of the Masumi Ninja clan. We were Mrs. Sumera's guards for 3 years. Don't worry. We're totally baffled too. We were knocked out before we could even react. As guards, we're fired. Did you hear about your friend, Hakari? Yeah? They say he's okay. He woke up blaming himself for Mr. Uraha's death. Oh, man. He asked us to look out for you. I'm gonna need your help again, Hakari. In any case, it's our duty. But recently, we let our personal feelings get involved. He saved our lives. Until he's back on his feet, we want to do everything in our power to resolve this. Was Mr. Uraha really killed? Right. Since you came back to life, I had the same thought. So I contacted the morgue. He's already been sent to forensics for an autopsy. Normally, they don't release any information without authorization, but I'm trying to negotiate with them to make an exception. But see, now this is making me think Uraha's not dead. Now I'm thinking he's not dead. But given that we haven't heard anything, it's probably better to not get your hopes up. No, I refuse to believe it. I have no way to make sense of this. Why is this happening? There's too much that I just can't accept. I know. It's so aggravating, right? We've been totally left out in the cold. We have no idea what Mr. Summer's really thinking. Treating us like kids. Chihiro looking at him like, ain't you a kid, bro? Ain't you a kid? Chihiro, Mr. Shiba, I can't quit now. It's asking too much. I've taken people's lives. I can't stop. Not now. Dad taught me that bit by bit you have to learn by seeing things with your own eyes. Please tell me what happened and whatever the truth is. I need to make Mr. Sumera understand. I'm already going to hell. I'm glad we're in agreement. Take a couple of days to rest. After that, we have a special assignment for you. We'll go have a talk with him. I think he went easy on you the first time since it was left to you by your father. But if he kills you again, Sumera will keep Enton next time. Wait, so is Enton there? Do we have Enton or did they take it? Are you prepared for that? I'm sorry, Rokuhira. Sumera. If I were a real adult, I'll cut them all down. I would have stopped him then, by force if necessary. You had it right over there? He's like, yo, the sword was right there. I won't die again. I'll hold you to that. In terms of fighting power, Samura's a greater threat than the Hishaku. Then we should be assembling a force to contend with Samura. Do we have enough fighters for that? One person came back to life. Plus, they're looking at all these weapons. Your coat's in tatters. Want to use this? This is the Masumi's official uniform. Ninja attire. Oh, your boy Chihiro is about to get dripped up. With the ability to conceal their every sound and scent. They were the only force that could fight alongside Samura. By the same token, they have the potential to be Samura's greatest nemesis. Coming up this elevator, Chihiro's cold eyes. And now we got the Samura, the anti-Samura force. Let's get fired up. Dude is like 22 and he's mad little. But the suit on Chihiro, end of the chapter, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is John Wick as hell. This is John Wick as hell. Your boy Samura is out here looking like, okay, I'm ready for business. Like this being ninja attire, masking sounds and scents. Like what? Nani? Let me get my quick thoughts on the chapter, do a little quick recap before we get into it. We basically wake up to the Kamunabi being confused about Samura's plan. We don't have anybody's name in the Kamunabi, but it's November 10th now. They're getting a hold of the plan because like, okay, cool. So we heard a little bit of Samura's conversation with Uruha, and we got a little bit of it from Hakuri. And now we realize like what swords are missing. Hakuri, his neural pathways that, apparently govern sorcery is completely damaged because he completely overexerted himself. Like, your boy TK is nerfing Hakuri because we know Hakuri is kind of OP. That power is OP. They're also saying like they're trying to work on the seal for the Shinichi. Are they trying to get the Swordmaster, or are they trying to have somebody else use the Shinichi? And is that even possible? I don't know what their plan is, who they plan to have use it, but possibly it might be somebody in the Kamunabi. We also see that Samura is still using the owl technique, which lets him detect like massive energies of sorcery. He was able to use this to keep his eyes on the battlefield during the Setai War, but he's using this now as an enchanted blade detector since they have now relocated the other sword bearers to somewhere else. And apparently one of them is like really into sushi, and it was the only really into making sushi. They had to make sure there was a restaurant in there in order to keep him chill. So hopefully my boy Hakuri can get back soon. I don't know. I feel like TK realized like he just got to keep him out the story because he had a hell of a cheat code by letting bro just be able to transport the blades if he's near the person. Chihiro wakes up. He's not dead. Nobody thought he was dead. I didn't think he was dead. It would have been a hell of a crazy thing to be like, yeah, now Hakuri's the main character. But let me see, CJ. I feel that the Enchanted Blades try to keep its wielder alive up until the contract is broken. Huh. That would be interesting. Maybe, because that could be something that happened with Sojo. Maybe it gave Sojo an extra buff to keeping him slightly more alive. But I feel like that would have gave Sojo a little bit more of a survivability rate. Or maybe it just like evolves in a certain way. Or maybe Enten has an ability to heal that we don't know about. It could be Enten has a special ability. Chihiro's waking up. Shiba's talking to him. He's basically asking him like, how's your injuries? And Chihiro's basically just spending the time kind of confused and trying to figure out what's been going on. Thinking about the fact that Uruha was murdered. The fact that, Samura basically damn near killed me. He stabbed me. I nearly died. And she was like, oh no, you died, bro. You died. You did. Your heart stopped. And then out of nowhere, like the gas to your lungs and liver, they healed and the wounds closed. So I don't know if it's a miracle. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you're here. And then Chihiro realizes like he's touching his hand. He's like, wait, my Eternal's contract is broken. Where's Enten? Shiba dropped the ball on this, right? Shiba had me thinking that maybe they took Enten. He's over here. He completely goes off top. He's like, yeah, I think Samura planned your revival or something. Maybe this is like a warning because he didn't probably really want to kill you. You didn't really do anything. You don't really have any sins. Like, yeah, you've killed not innocent people, but you've killed humans. But this could be a warning to both me and you to stay out the way, and me to let me know I can't protect you because I failed to protect you twice. And you see that eating Shiba up. I really wish we could get some names for the Kaminabi. It's actually kind of bugging me. So then Chihiro then goes to ask, okay, so if he did that to me, then why did he have to kill Mr. Uraha? And Chihiro's still thinking about all the things with the past or all the sins of the sword bearers and the sword masters they bear. And Chihiro really does spend a lot of time like, I need to know this. Like, just tell me what this is so I can like really further my convictions because I'm not really trying to give up. The little dude who's the head of the Masumi Ninja Clan, he's like 22, but Chihiro thinks he's a kid. So he just walks up in there. He's like, hey, your boy Hakuri, yo, he's blaming himself. He's down bad. Like, he feels horrible for everything that happened. So he asked me to look out for you. So that's our boy. That's our boy. That's my goat, Hakuri. And Chihiro does feel bad because Chihiro even is the one who asks Hakuri for help during all this. And to the extent that Hakuri exerted himself, almost willing to just die to help Chihiro and to help everybody, you gotta respect it. So the dude from the what's the name of them? The Masumi Ninja Clan, he's letting him know like, hey, until he's back on his feet, we gotta do everything in our power to try to resolve this. Like, we gotta try. They end up making a force. Chihiro does question with Shiba though at this point. He's like, hey, so since I'm alive, is Mr. Uraha? And Shiba's like, yeah, like maybe, but like we gotta like do an autopsy report. We gotta do a whole bunch of other stuff and go get a whole bunch of digging on information that we don't normally get to. So we'll get back to you on that. That makes me think that Uraha might not be dead. Why say this line if he's not dead? Now, I'm not a coper by nature. I don't really care about Uraha, and I don't need him to be alive. But why say this line? It almost feels Nobara-esque, right? When we were like, is Nobara dead? Oh, we got to see. She might be able to pull through, but it's a very unlikely chance. And then she pops up in the last... Oh, you know what? We're already in too deep. Sorry, I won't say anything more about JJK. But the kid from the Ninja Clan, the head of the Ninja Clan, is basically letting Chihiro know as he's having all his frustrations about it, like, hey, I know this shit is aggravating. I don't like that everybody treating us like kids. Chihiro looking at him like, ain't you a kid though, bro? He's not a kid. He's not a kid. But we gotta do something about this. So they finally, decide to get together, and they end up working together, and they end up making a force. Now, I want to make fun of Shiba because Shiba was casually like, oh yeah, your sword's right here. Bro, why you ain't tell him his sword was there the whole time? You making it seem like his sword got took, but he's like, yo, be careful. Don't lose that shit again. Because if you die again, that's on you, bro. And he tells Shiba like, yo, nah, I got this. I'm not going to fail again. You also see like Chihiro's eyes light up. We're used to seeing like the eyes in this series, at least Chihiro's eyes specifically, looking more dead. But in the panel when he says that bit by bit, you have to learn by seeing things with your own eyes because he wants to find out the truth of the sins of the sword bearers. We see a little bit more oomph put into his eyes, much more sincerity, conviction, some more emotion drawn into it. So I like what TK is doing there, adding his art is getting better as we go. I do think, not that it's my opinion, but I could see, once I already know an anime got announced for this. So at best, that's going to come out the end of 2025, maybe early 2026. And I don't know. I don't know how popular Kagurabachi is going to be once it gets animated. I think that the story and I think the action is going to get a lot of people into it and get it hooked. But in regards to, it depends on how the characters look animated. I think that one of Kagurabachi's drawbacks as of now, for most people's opinions, and this is not for manga readers, this is not for hardcore fans, this is more for fans that really like mainstream things or things that are easily merchandisable. And unfortunately, like, I can't call the art or the character designs in Kagurabachi kawaii. And this is not my opinion, like I said. I do think what will hold this back is the fact that there is no kawaii-ness to it. And when I say hold it back, I don't mean it being successful. I mean it reaching an upper echelon of successful. I mean JJK, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia levels of popularity, because I think about plushies. I'm like, okay, they like, what's the plushies? They're gonna look all black and white outfits, very, very, dark tone eyes and things like that. Though I don't know. I could be wrong. I want to be wrong, right? I don't want to be right about this, but I think that will end up being its drawback. The same way that there's a faction of people who are like obsessed with Gojo because they think he's hot, sexy, and cool. Is the same way I think that people won't get that from this, right? Like Gojo is drawn to be a little more attractive. People like to make their fan art and blah, 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 blah. And I don't know if you're going to be able to do this with this. There's no like cute female characters. Like our best female character is, damn, who has Flame Bone? Why am I forgetting her name? Why is it escaping me? Hiyuki, sorry. Hiyuki is like the only female character in this one ninja that's part of the Masami ninja clan that we gain at the end of this chapter. So I don't know. I'm rambling, but those are just where I think some complications may come into the max popularity of Kagurabachi once it gets animated. This chapter overall, back on topic, ends up with Chihiro in like the coldest flies, the drip of the Masami ninja clan that apparently hides their scent and helps their sound stay dormant, which is just a straight suit with the black gloves. I'm loving this fit. This fit for Chihiro goes so hard compared to the black leather jacket, which, don't get me wrong, that shit go hard too. But this is dope. The fact that we have entered this fire, looking forward to seeing what's happened, but Chihiro's locked in. This is a solid chapter. Get information. I need to know the sins. I need to know. When we get this Setai War flashback, it better be some shenanigans, some really messed up things. It better not be no. It got to be crazy. It has to be crazy. It has to be crazy if Samura is going on this path to try to take everybody out. The Kaminabi thinks that Samura and the Hishaku are going to take themselves out, take each other out through all this conflict. But who knows, man? Who knows? Solid chapter. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. No complaints here. I like the dialogue. I like how it ended. I think that TK's art is getting better as we go. Also, like the fact that they came out of an elevator out the ground. It's kind of cool. It's kind of dope. So, those are my thoughts on Kagurabachi Chapter 60. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, leave a like. Also, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check out Moon Piece Podcast if you want to see me talk more anime, manga, all things in between with my co-hosts, Kimmy and Danny. So, thank you for everybody who came through. On that note, y'all, enjoy your life.